I could bet that you know this feeling as well. I mean, we as self-employed or as entrepreneur, even when we have several businesses already, or we had and sold them, and are very experienced, I bet you know this feeling as well. There are like two phases of stumbling. And the first is always the phase where it has to work. We start something and we build it up. And it's very hard usually, right? We stumble until it works. And then we think we are over it. It's done. And then the next phase is literally coming. That's when it's finally working. Why? Because we often stop doing the work. This is a pattern which I observe through every phases in businesses, projects. And everyone who's doing personal development, work on itself, knows it as well, right? We have these two phases of stumbling. And when we realize the first phase, we talk about both today, very deep. Then we think we are over it, and then we don't realize that the next phase of stumbling is coming, and there is another self-sabotaging act. Stay until the end, by the way, because then I tell you also why the second phase feels so good. It feels open, even like God's voice or soul's voice. And there is coming in that it's very good if you know the sources of your perceptions. So this week, I had a hard time with that, actually, I can tell you, because I accidentally almost got in the second phase of stumbling. I almost did not realize it. And I'm very, very, very happy that I took today to reflect, to journal, and to break the things down, because then I saw it. I saw the thing. But first things first. The first phase of self-sabotage is actually very popular. We know these feelings, right? It feels pretty clear when things are not going the way we would expect. It didn't show up, or we get self procrastination. We get doubts, and we have, let's say, fights within us. We have yes buts, So we realize that. We know this self-sabotage. We know that. And often we come clear with that. Either we learn to overcome it. Sometimes it's that we need another skill or an additional skill, and we can learn it. Or we just fight always, right? And the second part actually is a really sneaky part. Sometimes it feels even like a fake angel to me. We have in German a very, very pretty word for that, like an archangel, an ass angel. I don't like the word because it's not an angel, but it is actually an energy of an angel, because when we see the trap, it's very, very like an angel would save us. It's like a gift from an angel. I think this makes sense. But the second phase of a self-sabotage is when we first recognized the first sabotage, we think we are over it. Then we got it and we get the result. And then we think we solved the problem. We are over it. And then we stop the work which we actually did. Let's say a very good example is going live every day. I do that now with my clients. And another example is with social media strategy, or whatever strategy. It could be something for your health, going to the to gym. It could be a diet. It could be whatever. Let's take a diet, right? We do a diet. We want to lose some weight, and then it's working. But the first phase is really hard to stick with that. We have literally 1,000 reasons or distractions or forget it or whatever. But if we overcome it and we really stick with it, and we are proud of us, right? After 3-4 weeks, we see we lost a few kilos or pounds. Then the second phase steps in. And we stopped the thing, we stopped the diet, we stopped the gym, whatever. And then often it gets worse than before. I have also other examples from business, because especially it breaks me my heart always when I see that, when it's coming alongside the receiving of the true calling. When clients come to me or people come to me and they know I can help them to receive their true purpose, to connect with their own soul and ask for their soul calling, their soul path, their mission. I attract the entrepreneurs with big missions, right? Then we have actually very popular free examples, which are with pretty everyone happening. One example is, yes, we get this calling, we get this realization of our true mission, and then we have this desire. We want to really know what our true soul's mission is, and then we get the thing and it's touching, and then we tell ourselves, oh no, I can't really do that. I can't do what my soul is showing me. I have no experience, I have too little experience, or who am I to help others to overcome this? We do endless searching. We buy courses, tests, books, and still we we never leap. Thousands of certificates and booking coaches after coaches. This is very popular, actually, chasing these certificates. But then doing nothing, not selling, not being visible with the thing, right? But let's say they overcome it, they got it, they sell finally, they show up, make revenue in the business, first successes. Then the second phase steps in. Let's say with a problem, something is not working anymore, or some stones in the path, whatever, like problem in the team, problems with duplicating, the problem with scaling, with a funnel, whatever. Suddenly we tell ourselves, maybe that was just a phase. that wasn't really my soul calling. I'm earning too little, or it's not working anymore. The first time was a fluke. It was luck. Maybe God's plan is different. I should be open. And this one, I tell you, it's especially sneaky when you have people around you and they observe you and then tell you, see, that's what I said to you. Last 2 years for nothing. That's the proof. Is a really bad one. It's actually a flight from the responsibility of your own calling. No trust, no being at home in our center, no connecting with the true purpose every day, standing at least with one feet always on our side, instead in our middle 100%. Or another example is also very, very hard with visibility in our business. Let's say we stick with our calling and our true purpose and the unique selling point giving us from our soul, and we sell, right? And we realize, okay, I must be visible so that I can attract my soul client. Okay, makes sense. And then we show up in the coachings, we listen, but we don't do the work. I'm not ready yet. First, I need to learn more presentation skills, more marketing, getting clearer. I must have a funnel, must have blah, 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 must have a team, must have a closer, a setter, must have. Need more experience in what the fuck ever. So we don't go live, we don't post, we stay small, we play small. We even then lower the prices. We even give everything for free. We don't speak our truth. We don't polarize nothing because we don't do the things. Let's say we overcome that. We realize it, okay, it's very obviously, I'm very self-sabotaging here. I go in now, I go through the things and I do it and it's working. And the second one is coming to the place, the sneaky one. Let's say you go live, it works, you get seen, people comment, but nobody buys. Or after first or second or third sale, everything goes like back to zero. There is a phase without sales. Or you get haters in the comments, not only one, more. Or you have arguments at home. Or your social media account gets shut down. Or, you get me, right? But let's say or otherwise, you then tell yourself, social media is not my path. Maybe I should do more behind the scenes or hire someone or doing something else. I open a shop, a physical shop, and quit online business. Or I don't want to put myself out there. Now, my parents always told me that I should listen to them. I have to protect my family. I hear that also often. But that would be also so more honest when I stop showing up online. This phase in this example comes actually like humility. It feels like we must be humble. We must be more humble. Who am I to think this would work? Who am I to think it could be even successful. Who am I? This is really a sneaky one, right? Another example is in selling, very, very popular as well. So the first phase, and the most get it, right? They realize, okay, I always give something for free. I give everything for free. I don't, I have conversations, I have leads, but I don't sell. Why is that? Then you realize I give too many discounts, and I don't give discounts as a strategy. I give it from lack mindset, like money energy mindset, like you realize, oh my God, when someone is asking and this person is nice, you could not tell the true prices, and money doesn't flow because you don't set boundaries. You don't know how to sell, how to lead the conversation, and above all, you also don't invite, you chase. It's an energy thing. I actually teach that in healing sales in my own sales method. So as you just hear and you know it, we can train that, right? We can train not giving everything for free, not having thousands of conversations for free, and never selling. We can train that. And we learn then it's actually really healing because we help as soon as we learn to lead the conversation and to sell, right? So let's say we overcome that, then the sneaky part of the self-sabotaging is coming along. We manage all the things. We get it with selling. It's happening once, it's happening twice. Someone says yes, and suddenly you give more away than agreed, is one example. Or you don't make an upsell even if this person asks for it. Or you even don't sell even when people ask for it. Let's say you have questions for a specific workshop and you don't sell because you still think about the bigger selling closing conversation. You did it or you didn't. And then you think, it's not working. Healing sales is not working. Or you think, oh, this is also what happens very, very often in the second phase, that suddenly there is an issue from the clients who wants to pay, a payment issue. Something digitally is not working. Let's say PayPal is not working or whatever. It's, oh, I really know from what I talk about. I really know it. So these are the sneaky second phase self-sabotaging things where we then think, oh, probably it's not meant for me. Or when you have more than one things happening like that, you literally find yourself telling yourself, it's it's not working. This healing cells is not working. We stop that. We go back to the old way where we sold, but we didn't sell. We didn't really achieve to sell. And we don't realize that we go back. But we are then those who tell the coaches, what you told me did not work. I have a bonus example just coming into my mind. Very popular, and I am very guilty about that one. It's about launching. Selling in a launch phase. It's really an art. I learned that. I took several courses of launching, and I literally felt in love with launching. But I also had, after this love story, the hating part, because I had exactly these two phases. First, launches didn't work. It was like everything what I put out would literally attract no one. I do the things, I do the postings, I do the newsletters, I do the whatever I prepared. It's literally not working. And let's say between the 40% to the 70% range of a planned launch, we have still no sales. We literally tell ourselves, okay, I quit the launch because it didn't work. I did not sell. But it's not true. It's just not true because we are not at the end, right? We just quit at 40% or 50% or wherever. So when we learn that, when we overcome that, when we learn to launch, when we learn to hold the energy, when we learn not to believe these things, right? When we take it, then the second sneaky phase is, let's say, you sell and within the first 40% or 50 or 70, whatever, you sell once, twice, 3 times. Suddenly you tell yourself, I sold, it worked, it's enough, I stopped the launch. And you don't do the work again. You stop doing the work. So in my story today, everyone knows it here, right? I went to Dubai, pulled from a big calling. I got it from God and my soul in 2018. And since then, I know it's Dubai calling me. I have a big mission going global with English. And I'm here since 2 years now and doing that. And I founded a new company, went from German speaking to English speaking. And I still deal with that, right? You hear me. But it's going really better and better. It always went up, but it was very slow. And I had almost no patience. But now I have such a beautiful face. It's going so good. I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. So I overcame phase one, right? And now in phase two, suddenly something sneaky happened. I saw an invitation of one of my mentors, even one of my colleagues and clients tagged me there because this was a job description. It is literally a dream job. Would I had the opportunity last year, I probably took the thing. Probably because this job is 95% me. And this is rare. I do 23 years self-employment now. And I had so many moments where I thought about going back in a job, being part in a team and not the boss, not the CEO. I always had to realize that this job, which is the best fit for me, is not out there. Either I was too early with my online and my digital things for the whole economy, or with my skills, right? But this job, I literally had to hold my breath. It was like me. The description was like me. And a very, very good salary. And a mentor, which I really love and appreciate. And I thought, oh my God, should I take it? My business is young, right? But it's working, and I have such a beautiful time at the moment, a longer time already where it's really good working. But to have a job and just to get this very good salary per year, is like safe. It feels like safe. It feels good, right? Can you imagine? In the first moment, at the very first reaction was actually no. I go for my mission. I don't self sabotage myself. It was very clear. But after sleeping over this, I realized again I must think about that. And I did it. And then I realized I'm actually in this second phase of self sabotaging. It feels so good. It feels so secure. It could, I literally wrote down when I journaled, it feels like an invitation from God because I always ask for several possibilities and a lot of possibilities and all that. I do this inner work, right? So I told myself, it could be that God sent me this as an opportunity. And so many other things also were a match, like the orientation to Canada and USA and English speaking and all the skills. They needed all my skills. Crazy. And I'm so happy that I did the journaling. And I took about 3 hours. Just went down, down, deeper, deeper, deeper to realize it was like a fake angel thing. It's not my truth. It was like a test. I realized all the things I wrote down, which I really liked on this description, jobs description, are actually points which I could involve in my own soul's mission, and they describe my next chapter, my next level. As soon as I realized that, I was excited and I was back in my center, in my middle at home. And then something very beautiful happened. As soon as I was at home in my center, my body made a sound like like that. I literally observed myself and my body. It was like, okay, it landed. The truth landed. It was so beautiful to see. So also here, the second phase where the fake angel phase is, where this tempting thing is literally telling me this is good, this is better, this is good for me. It's safe. It's a rescue. It feels safer, this job, when I work for another man who has the responsibilities for this mission and not I have it. It's safer than I have my responsibility for my own mission, my own company. This is not so safe, right? So that's why rescue. And it felt like it's God's plan. It's my soul's plan, but it wasn't. It was only a test. And I only had to decide to see, to decide and to overcome it. And in every of these examples I just shared with you, it's always the same. It's not the truth, it's only a test. It's either like a relief when you think, I stop it, or I stop doing the launch, I sold 3 times. It feels like a relief. It feels like good. It's a good feeling, right? It's easier. It's a little bit lazy perhaps also, but it's just a good feeling. And then we think this is an answer from our soul. This is God guiding me. It's not. It's just fake. So actually you can all when you find yourself asking, is this now a self-sabotage or not? it is probably a self-sabotage. Because that was also my first reason I did the journaling and this 3 hours for me, because I wanted to know, is this tempting offer distracting me from my mission, or what is it here? And I did the work with journaling. So if you ask yourself if this is self-sabotage, it is probably. But you can also realize, as soon as you literally tell yourself this, yes, but yes, it feels good, but yes, I sold, but yes, the launch would still take 5 days, but I sold already 3 times, right? These yes buts, these are indicators that your brain is literally tempting you. It wants to explain the things, but that's not the truth. It's in the first phase, it's always coming with a logic. And I think that's the reason why many people really get the thing with self-sabotage in the first place. This first phase is already very popular, luckily. But the second phase is so sneaky. It's tempting. And that's why we then often literally delete everything. It's like deleting, it's like destroying everything. The best thing what you can do when you realize, okay, I did all this work. And often, yes, often you tell yourself it was so hard until now. I did all this work. I founded this company, right? I did the launches. I learned to launch. I did the selling. I learned to sell. I do the visibility. I learned it, and I do it consistency. And I had first good things, but now it's not working anymore. Then you get angry, right? That's even worse when you judge about yourself, when you think that you failed. This compounding effect and not just observing is a disaster. Then you are literally in the trap of the second phase. And you should never decide something then. Deal with these feelings. Your soul wants to feel this feeling. Your soul wants that. Deal with that. Feel the feelings. Take some technique and do something. But don't do something with decisions. Don't do finances. Don't do projects. Don't do decisions like I stop this positioning, I stop this coach, I stop this course, I stop this whatever, I stop this business like me. Don't do that then. Do the inner work. Feel the feelings, journal, get clear about the things. Talk with a sparring partner, not in the very first beginning. First, feel the feelings, right? You must. When you talk to someone else, it's really important that you first did the inner work. When you go directly to someone else, when they love you, it's even worse because they just want to save you. And then it's it's a compounding effect of the sneaky phase. It's not good. Do the inner work, sort yourself out. feel the feelings, transform the things. And then when you think, I don't know how to journal, or you don't want to journal, you want to talk with someone, the things, talking out, right? Sometimes it's a beautiful thing. You talk to a sparring partner, or to an accountability coach, or to your coach, or to a really good friend who can handle this, or just to yourself with a method like journaling. Then you realize what the truth really is. When you found yourself in one of these patterns, one of these examples, when you found yourself with another example, or you even are not sure if it's also a self-sabotaging act, then just write it in the comment. I would love to help you with that. Or write in the comment if you have a memory where you also overcame it and literally could flee this trap. I would love to hear this story. Sometimes we have specific own methods to realize the things and to come through, right? But if you have a question, if you are not sure about that, write it in the comments. I would love to help you, to give you some light in this space. Tomorrow, I want to talk with you about resistance. Actually, the stream yesterday was a 1 hour stream. It inspired me for today's topic and also for the topic tomorrow. So tomorrow, I want to talk with you about some specific types of resistance and how they show up in our daily business life. And we even don't realize it, and what to do then. See you then. Good night.